What's going on, guys? Here we are. It's been a little bit now, and well, it's been kind of an interesting time, and crazy things have happened. There's a hawk above my head, between being quarantined and then with the whole thing about we had an earthquake, and then on top of that, we had someone who just like up and left in the middle of Monday, which is like the worst thing. And it's like, had a small vacation when it was going on, like when the earthquake hit, so I didn't have to be into work then. But like, I don't know, it's been pretty strange because like we're essential workers, but we're not. Like, if I am required to be at work, but at the same time, like, if I go and I'm pulled over to go back home, like, I don't have the pass, so like I can't not go to work, but I can't go to work. Then it's like I can't quarantine because there was an earthquake, but then I have to quarantine because of the virus. So I took that time to kind of just like sit down and, well, start like working on the music and working on podcasting some more, and trying to get some things up and running. And it kind of makes me think about this like video that I saw back a little while ago with Peter Dinklage in it, and he's talking about like the moment that he decided to become an actor, and like he basically tells you that you have to make a leap of faith, and you have to kind of just like deal with it, and just kind of live through the hard times so that you can earn that good point at the end. And I've been wondering whether or not if like it's actually something that you have to do. Like, do you have to go and make this like leap of faith to be able to get to the life that you want? And I think there always is sacrifices, but to what point, to what end? So I don't know. It's been kind of fun to deal with. I mean, comic books are being shut down. There's just so much that's just going on, and it just makes me think about what all has actually been done. Like, I don't know. I wanted to, make that leap, and so I started to get ready to go back to school, and well, I can't because school's shut down, so I can't even apply right now. Then it's like, I've been at this job for 7 years, but honestly, it's like, to be able to get where I need to be able to do a lot more than what I'm doing there. And I don't think that it's been one of those things or one of those places that really sets in that, you can have a future. I've been there for so long and spent so much energy there that it just, I don't know, it's a little depressing to kind of be where I'm at. But, I'm not going to let it get me down, because that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I want my hand in so many different things that when something works out, I can start helping people get out of their situations and all this other stuff. The other cool thing was, too, is that my team that I've been a fan of since I was like literally like 6 years old, finally got a decent quarterback. We haven't really had a good quarterback in a long time. And I remember back when with our first quarterback that I remember, I believe it was like Sean Keane or Brad Johnson or one of those two. Anyway, I'm a Bucs fan. I remember watching the Super Bowl. That was awesome. And finally, we took down the Raiders. That was really cool. But I was so excited. I actually have already pre-ordered the jersey for Tom Brady, and super excited for that. But yeah, what moment do you have that you have to make that leap? Will you be able to kind of see that opportune moment, So, I don't know. It's a bit of an interesting question, isn't it? I already walked the dog today. Hi, Bobby. Puppy. Hey. Enjoying these nice snow-capped mountains and some stormy weather. It's kind of nice to be out here, and that's why I'm squinting a little bit. I'm like, so the other thing that's been interesting is doing the music. I already have about 2 or 3 songs kind of like already laid out, but it just is kind of interesting having to storyboard an album, because like, even though you don't story, it's not necessarily about a story, you still need to storyboard an album. And like, it's such a different monster from storyboarding anything else, like podcasts or short stories or books or anything, because it's like, it's still like got some truth to it. It's a lot about like what I went through personally, but at the same time, it's not like some sort of like historical event or like biography, so it's just kind of weird to have this like loosely based timeline, and kind of what you wish that what you could know and what I do know now. And it's just a whole different monster, and trying to like nail down a certain style, and especially since it's something that's a little more ambitious, I feel like, where it's like part Mumford and Sons with like the acoustics of it, but then like part metal with like metal albums. Like, I don't know, it's really interesting. We just got getting done walking, and so I'm a little sweaty. I haven't showered yet. My hair's going a little crazy. That's what this is all about. But I don't know. It's been a crazy week between work and trying to get things set up for like school, but then like also quarantine, but then there's earthquakes, and then people are getting like laid off, and then people are like forced to come in, and then I'm like somewhere in between there, but then like, oh, guess what, now there's a pandemic, and then there's an earthquake, and you got to figure out a point to be able to take that opportune moment to make the life that you hope and dream for. So I don't know, this is just a little bit of my own thoughts, and it's been about 2 weeks since I've actually started putting together what I wanted to talk about, and a few practice runs and all this other stuff. And well, I don't know. If you find any of this interesting, just leave a like, and we'll talk here soon. I think I'm gonna go through the shower and go to support my local comic book store, and maybe pick up some comics and cards, and have a good day. Oh, we're finally starting to get some shadowcast. Hey, that's nice. So, as you can see, like I said, it's a stormy day, and whoop, sorry for that, but it's a pretty place. Those snow-capped mountains. And then there's my big girl over there. Hi, Bobby. She knows when she's on camera, and she doesn't like it. So it's like, oh, come on, get that out of my face, Bobby. Do you want to say anything? Do you want to say anything? Do you want to say anything? Alright, we'll see you later.